Hey, what's going on everyone? Colin here with Drone XP. Welcome to Drone Hack Monday number 6. Today we're going to be talking about 6 professional level cinematic drone shots that you can implement yourself to make your videography look much more professional. Number 1 is the orbit, which is one of my favorite shots as it shows a full 360 or a 180-degree view of the point of interest and everything in the backdrop behind it. You can obtain this shot by using the grid lines to follow, keeping the focal point on the subject matter and keep the grid lines in line with the subject.
To add the grids, you can see I have outlined the diagonal and a center point here. Go into your settings. You're going to go over to the setting wheel, go to grid and diagonals is what I like to use, and then also set a center point just below that. You can choose any center point you like. I like the frame.
Or you can go ahead and use the DJI presets with the point of interest feature, whereas you can autonomously fly around the subject at a particular speed, 360 degrees, and then gives you the freedom to control the gimbal as you fly around the subject. When you're shooting, I recommend playing with different distances away from the subject, try some different gimbal heights, get a full collection of shots so that you can use the best one in your post-editing. Number 2 is the lookup shot. With this, you're going to fly your drone forward or backwards with the gimbal pointed down, and as you fly towards the subject or the foreground, you'll tilt the gimbal upwards. This is a really great cinematic shot. You just want to make sure that your gimbal is a steady pace and slow and buttery smooth. Number 3 is the reveal. The reveal is very simple. All you're going to do is fly backwards and reveal the foreground from the background, and with this no gimbal movement is required. While it is a very basic shot, you just want to ensure the highest level of safety and ensure that your flight path is clear while flying backwards, as you won't have line of sight with the camera, so you'll need to make sure you have line of sight visually. Number 4 is the straight down shot. This is a fairly basic shot, but is really important and oftentimes is overlooked in a lot of montages that I've seen online. All you're going to do with this shot is face the gimbal straight down to the ground, fly slow, either fly in a straight line forward or backwards. Another great shot to get from this vantage is to keep the gimbal straight down, fly upwards, and slowly yaw the aircraft left or right.
Number 5 is the crane shot.
What you're going to want to do here is to fly upwards, and at the exact speed that you're flying upwards, you'll pan the gimbal down, maintaining the subject in the center or the same position in the frame. This is a really great shot that you can do low to the ground and make it appear like it's a professional level Hollywood crane. As always, do maintain that you're keeping a steady roll on the gimbal and that you're not putting too much speed in one spot, and that the speed is fluid and creates a very slow and buttery feel to it.
You're going to want to adjust your gimbal speed, and this is done by going into your settings with the 3 top dots here. Go down to your gimbal. You're going to be brought to this page first. Go to your camera gimbal advanced settings, and then your max gimbal pitch speed is going to be anywhere below a 10 for cinematic shots. Your gimbal pitch smoothness, keep that below a 20. I like to keep it at 5 and 15.
Number 6 is unveiling. This is one of my favorite shots as it creates a lot of emotion as you're flying towards an object and unveiling the background. What you're going to want to do here is have a foreground and background picked out you're going to fly beneath the foreground and over the top of it to reveal the background. Just as you should with every other shot, make sure that you're gaining a steady altitude. And if you are including any gimbal movements in there as well, make sure that you're keeping all of those very steady and fluid with this shot. It's very easy to detect a slight increase in gain and elevation, as the foreground should be right at the front of your shot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope some of these tips help you in getting some more cinematic looking footage. Visit dronexp.io/monetize to learn more about the 3 markets that I believe are best to start a drone business in right now, the ways that I have done it, and the ways that you can do the same in becoming your drone boss. Thanks again, and we'll catch you next week.